Hello, hello, friends. Checking out another puzzle today from the Puzzler Pride 2025 pack. There's a link to this in the description. There is a super nice pack of 32 different puzzles here, all surrounding Pride themes, and it's super cool. It was organized by Jamie Hargrove and David Miller. Link to that in the description. And today we're going to be checking out Cracked Eggs by Nell Gwyn. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Okay, 9x9 puzzle today. So we're going to put the numbers 1 through 9 once each in every row, every column, and every one of these 3x3 boxes here. We also have rinband lines. Each pink line must contain a set of non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. So, each of these pink lines, it doesn't matter too much where the numbers go on the line, as long as the whole set of 4 cells here, 4 digits, are consecutive. So if this ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, this could be a 1, this could be a 2, this could be a 3, and this could be a 4. And that would be a valid rinband line because the whole set of digits are consecutive. We also have region sum lines. Box borders divide blue lines into segments. Each segment of a given line must have the same sum. This sum may be different for different lines. A blue line entirely within a single box has no effect. Okay, so we have a cosmetic one somewhere. Yes. But with region sum lines, if we start at this end of the line and we follow it through, we hit a box border here. So this breaks it off into one segment here. And then if we keep going, we hit the end of the line here. So this is a second segment. These 2 red cells will have the same sum as these 3 green cells. And the rest of the region sum lines will work that way as well. We'll have to figure out what numbers to put here so that yellow and orange have the same total, etc., etc., etc. How do we want to get started? As always, there's a link to this puzzle in the description if you'd like to solve as well as a link to the Puzzler Pride website, and a link to a Google form if you'd like to submit a puzzle. Ooh, this is a super nice design. I'm like caught up in how nice it looks with like all the curved lines and everything, and I haven't really thought about a starting point yet. This jumps out at me, this shape here, but I kind of want to look at these for a second because I'm thinking in my head. I'm not talking out loud very well. I'm not being a good YouTuber, but this is interesting that these 2 cells are both the region sum line and the rinband. So I'm curious if something could be done with that. This one's not really the same. What does this mean? Yeah. Okay, so definitely, if one half of this line is a sum of 2 cells to be another cell, and then the other one is just consecutive numbers, something's going to have to be really close here. Or no, it's that this digit's gonna have to be really small, right? Okay, so the biggest difference, I'm trying to slow down so I can talk about it. The difference here is that the biggest difference between these 2 cells is going to be 2 spaces, right? If this goes like 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, or something like that. That's the biggest gap between these 2 cells I can have, which would mean this can only be a 1 or a 2. This is going to be the bigger of the 2 digits. Maybe these are consecutive and this is the extra one, like this goes 6, 7, 8, or something like that. But no matter what, this has to be a 1, 2, right? That's the only way that works. Yeah, like region sum lines normally have like big differences between the numbers, and rinbands are really close, so that's interesting. This is going to be the same thing, right? These 2 cells are the ones that are different, and for the rinband, a difference of at most 2, so this is going to be our difference here. Very cool. I don't think this one's the same. I have more digits to consider here. No, actually, if these 4 digits are consecutive, I don't want these 2 to be consecutive exactly, because the smallest that these 2 can be is 1, 2, which is a difference of 3. So whatever 4 cells, whatever 4 digits go here, these are going to have to be at the ends, and then these 2 will be in the middle. That's neat, actually. That's really cool. If I can't use a 1 and a 2 at all, does that tell me anything? Like, the lowest this could be would be a 3. So this would be a 6. That's okay. We'll come back to that. This has to be a 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. Cool. I mentioned this I wanted to look at as well. I had a Windows update and I'm trying to double check that my mic works. It always turns off after the Windows updates. This pattern jumps out at me. It screams roping. So, okay, let's start with the red band. Whatever these 3 cells are, they have to go in this box somewhere, right? So they can't go here because of Sudoku. I also can't have repeating digits on red band lines. They have to be 6 different digits. So these 3 digits are also not going here. So whatever the 3 green digits are, also need to go here in box 2. Whatever these 3 green digits are, they also appear in box 3 somewhere. They can't go here because of Sudoku, and they also can't go up here because of Sudoku. So they must go in green, which is very nice because that gives us half of our rin band line, of our region sum line. Oh, anticlimactic ending there. I said the wrong word. But I can do the same thing with this half of the rin band line also. Whatever this ends up being needs to go in here somewhere. We know that yellow and green are different, and we know that yellow can't go here in row 2 again because of Sudoku rules, so yellow has to go down here. Yellow also appears in box 3, but it can't go down here and can't go down here, so this will be yellow. And then our unshaded cells will also be the same 3 digits. So, what can I do with that? My brain wants to jump out and say this must be 15, 15, 15, but that's not true. I don't think. White and green have the same total, so yellow must be an odd number. I know from previous experience, maybe experiments, if you add all of the numbers 1 through 9 together, you get 45. So the total for this box is 45. If I have 2 sets of 3 cells that have the same total, these 6 cells are an even number. No matter what this is, no matter what this is, times 2 makes an even number. So this has to be odd in order for the whole box to be odd. I don't know if that really tells me anything. This could be odd or even, this could be odd or even. What's the most this could be? 7, 8, 9. Well, that's not actually good. I don't want this to be a total of 7, 8, 9. Oh, I highlighted yellow. That's the one of the 3 colors that I'm not including in the total. I don't want this to be 7, 8, 9 because green and white have to have the same total but different numbers. So 7, 8, 9, there's no way the next highest numbers I could use would be 4, 5, 6. So I don't actually want to go 7, 8, 9. Maybe there's something here. The smallest it would be 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 7. To get a total of 22, so each line would be 11. The highest would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I don't know if I've ever done that one. 4 and 6 is 10, 5 is 15, 7 and 8 is 15, that's 30, plus 9 is 39. So I would want to do 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get 38. So each of these would be 29. Sorry, 19. So I'm between 11 and 19 for these. That's kind of narrowed down. I don't know if that helps me. This is also the same total. Okay, so I'm actually between 11 and 17. We narrowed it down a little. The biggest that this could be would be 8, 9, and this has the same total as all of these. Okay. Well, that's still a big gap. 11 and 19. What else could I do with this? Ooh, this is pretty long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have to use a 5 on here no matter what, so I won't be using a 5 here. That's something. That's probably fine, though. Man, these 1s and 2s are really nice. But I didn't get anything from that. I didn't think about this run band. Okay, I have to use the digits 4, 5, 6 on this run band no matter what, right? So at the lowest, these could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At the highest, this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's an overlap of the 4, 5, 6 there. So I know that white won't have 4, 5, 6. But green could. So that doesn't... My total here is using digits from 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, 9. That doesn't tell me anything. Okay. Oh, what about how... Yeah. White is going to be the digits that aren't on green and yellow more specifically. Not just the 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, but just whatever doesn't go here. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, white ends up being 7, 8, 9, which is way too big. So I don't want to do that. So I definitely want white to have a 1. What if this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? This would be 1, 8, 9, which is 18. Which was, oh, not still an option because I narrowed it down to 17, right? So I don't want to do 1, 8, 9 either. If this is 3 through 8 and this is 1, 2, 9, there you go. That's 12. That's an option. Okay, so we have 12 as an option. Oh, but if I bump this up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this is 1, 2, 3, which is way too low. Perfect. The only option here that works is 1, 2, 9. That makes this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I can use that. Is there only one option to get 12, probably? Yeah, 3, 4, 5. That's the lowest these could be. Yay! That worked out so well. Okay, so the white cells are 1, 2, 9. The green cells are 3, 4, 5. And the yellow cells are just what's left over, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. There's only one way with the consecutive digits that I get leftovers here. So we have 12, 12, and 21. Okay. I don't know if I might not have needed to pencil all of these, but it might help me with something else. What's going on here? I now have some digit options here. This needs to be consecutive, but this also needs to be smaller than this digit. So by a difference of 1 or 2. So this could go as low as 4, but then I wouldn't have a 5 to put here. So this is actually 5 at the lowest. And then 6, 7, in order for this to still be bigger. Ooh, okay. That's fine. We'll leave that. What about this one? This needs to be the smaller of these two digits, so this can't be a 9. So this is a 9. Ah, I was so excited to place a digit, but I was still on colors, so it made it blue. Rude. This is a 1 too. So, oh, I actually know the total. 1 plus 2, no matter where they go, is 3. So this has to be a 3. Very cool. Do I know this? This could be a 1. This could be a 2. No. This needs to be a 4. That's the only way that works. So consecutive with a 3 and a 4. This has to be a 2, and this has to be a 1. Whoops. Very cool. Okay, this can't be a 4 either. Nice. That worked out well. I don't have a 3, 4 here. Okay. This also needs to be 12, right? So I have 3 and 9. This would be a 9, and this would be a 3. I have 4 and 8. This would be an 8. This would be a 4. I have 5 and 7. This would be a 7, and this would be a 5. 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 could go up here too. Never mind. It wasn't strictly high-low. I was thinking about the other regions sometimes, how I don't want to use the same digit again, so I wouldn't want to do 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 7, but that actually, you can do that. Okay, what else do I know? Oh, this region some had a 5 on it, so I don't want to do 5 and 7 here. I have to use a 5 here no matter what. Okay. I think... Let's think about options here. Oh, yeah. If I put a 1 and a 2, if I have to use a 5 here, and I put a 1 and 2 on this region sum line, regardless of the 5, actually, if I put a 1 and a 2, I then have to use 3, 4, at least, which would break this cell. So I want to put 1, 2 over here. That's neat. That is neat. At the other end, if I put a 9 on this line, that's fine because I can still put an 8 here, except If I have a 9 on a region sum, I also need to use an 8. So that would be broken. 9 needs to not be on this line, so this ends up being a 9, and this ends up being a 3. Now this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to pencil that because all I know is a 4 can't go up here, right? This is a 1, 2. That's cool. This is a 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 can't go here. I'm thinking about the cloned lines puzzle I did yesterday, and I keep trying to like, hey, if this can't be a 3, this can't be a 3 either. These aren't cloned lines. That's just what I'm thinking about. This is consecutive with a 3, so this is a 2 or a 4. Okay. I have a 1, 2. This is a 5, 6, 7, 8. What else do I know? What else do I know? Can I do this? This needs to be smaller than this by a difference of 3. It's actually probably pretty limited. Oh yeah, this can't be a 1, 2, 3, or 4, so it's a 5. And this would be an 8, or this would be a 6, and this would be a 9, except the only option is for this to be a 5 and this to be an 8. Okay, cool. This can't be a 5, so it's a 3. This is not a 3. 8 can't go up here. Cool. Oh, actually, I have a 1, 2, so this can't be a 2, it is a 4. Meaning this can't be a 4. What else? This needs to be a 6, 7, 8, 9. All I know is that 8 and 9 can't go here. So this is a 6, 7. That narrows down my 8 at least. Okay. Well, this needs to be 2 numbers between 5 and 8, which is 6, 7. Which is a cool pair. This becomes an 8. This is not an 8. I have a 6, 7. I have a 1, 2. This is a 4, 5. This is a 3, 4, 5. This also a 1 and a 9. Ooh, opposite ends there. I don't want a 9 on this kind of rin band because it needs to sum to a single cell. So this is a 1 and this is a 9. Very cool. What is this? A 4 or a 5 and a 6 or a 7 and a 2 for sure. Well, I need a 2 somewhere here. I don't want 2 to go here because this would have to be a 3. So 2 is going to be one of these. I also... Okay, this is a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If this is a 1 and a 4, this would have to be a 5. If this is a 1 and a 5, this would have to be a 6, which is not okay. If this was a 1 and a 6, this would have to be a 7, which is not okay. So this has to be a 7, and this has to be an 8. Woo! This is a 6, this is a 7. What does this end up being? I didn't even end up penciling this. This needs to be a 2, 4, 5, but definitely a 2. Okay. 1, 7, 8. Very cool. This is a 7, so this is a 6, so this is a 7, and this is a 6. 2, 4, 5, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Very nice. What else do I know? 4, 5. Did I get anything this way? I actually filled in a bunch of digits here that I wasn't expecting. Oh, can I do this now? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This can't be a 7, 8. So, oh, this ends up being a 4, 5, 6. So this won't be 4, 5, 6. Wrong digit. This becomes a 7, 8. So this is a 6. This is not a 6. 6 does not go here. That's it right now. I have a 1, 2. Oh, this is not a 6. I don't know which one this is yet, though. 5, 7, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. All of these are still options, I think. So I'll leave this for a moment. This ends up also being a 5, 7, 8. I'll go ahead and pencil that. 5 is definitely one of these. 5 definitely goes down here. That's okay. What else do I have? 1, 2 can't go here. 4, 5, 6 can't go here. This is a 4, 5. I have another 4, 5, 6 down here. This is an interesting one. Just because of Sudoku, the smallest this can be is 1, 2, 3. So this would have to be a 6, 7, 8, 9. It sees a 7 and an 8. If it's a 6, this would have to go 1, 2, 3. Is that possible? 1 would go here. I'd have 2 and 3 here. That seems totally fine. 9 has a few more options. I know I need a 9 down here. If I put a 9 on here, this has to go 9, 8, 7, 6. I know the digits. Ah. If I put a 9 here, these 2 digits specifically, I don't know which one would be the one, but these two would have to be 6, 7, 8. But I can't put 6, 7, or 8 here. So I need this to be a 9. Okay, this is 3 digits that sum to 9. Unfortunately, it has a lot of options. But what else does that mean? My digits here are a 1, 2, 3, which is cool for this. This can't be a 9. What does this mean? This can't be 1, 2. It definitely has to have a 3 on it. Meaning this definitely has a 4. So this can't be a 4. This is a 4. If I definitely have a 4 here or here, then this is definitely a 3. Do I have to use a 5? No. What if this is 1 and 3? This would be a 2. Oh, that would be broken. Okay, if I do 1 and 3 here and put the 2 down here, this cell would see the 1, 2, both the 1 and the 2, so it'd be broken. I was going to say it'd see a 3, but that doesn't really matter. So I don't want this to be 1, 3. I want it to be 2, 3, meaning this is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 1, this is a 2. If this is 2, 3, I'm not using a 1 here, so this has to be 4, 5, meaning this is a 3 and this is a 5. Yay! Can I do more with that? This is not a 5. So this is a 5 for sure. Okay, 1 plus 5 is 6. I need a consecutive digit here with 5 and 6. This will have to be 7. This will have to be 8. This is 7. This is 8. This is 7. Very cool. 7 and 8 are over here, which doesn't clean that up. 1 and 2 doesn't change that. 1 can't go there. This is a 3, so this is a 2, and this is a 3. This also can't be a 2. This is a 9. This is not a 9. This looks like a 6, 8. Not a 3, a 6, 8. But this is a 6, so this is an 8, and this is a 6. This is a 4, 5. I do know what this is in a second. A 7? I haven't looked over here in a moment. I need 7 here. Okay. This without using a 4, 5. I think this has to go 1, 2, 6, right? If I use a 3, I could do like 2 and 3, but I would need a 4. No, I think this has to be 1, 2, 6. 6 has to go here because of Sudoku with these. So this is a 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But this is a 1. So this is a 2 and this is a 1. So this is a 2 and this is a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Neither one of these can be an 8, so this becomes an 8. This also can't be a 9, so this is a 3 and this is a 9. Very cool. 3 can't go down here, so this has to be a 3. 2 can't go here, so this has to be a 2. Did I end up getting anything vertically up here for these? I don't think so, not yet. 4, 5, 4, 5. 1, 2, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6. That's the same total no matter what, so that doesn't change. Okay. Ooh. Because of Sudoku, this is a 9. 8. Can't go here, can't go here. One of these is an 8. Could I put an 8 on this line? I would also have to have a 7, since I can't go up to a 9. Neither one of those can be a 7, so this is going to end up being the 8. Where does a 7 go? This is the only spot left for 7, which means these have to go 5, 6. So hopefully that works. This is a 5, meaning this would be a 6, which looks valid to me. Okay, cool. This ends up being a 4. This can't be a 4 or a 6, so it's a 5. This is a 6. 4 and 5 makes this a 3. This becomes a 4, this becomes a 5. 8 makes this a 7, and this an 8. 5 makes this a 4. Nice. This is a 4, and this is a 5. Don't know that. This ends up being a 1, 2 because of the column, but this is a 2, so this is a 1. Meaning this is a 2, and this is a 1. This becomes a 4, it looks like. Yep. And these become a 2, 3. This is a 2, so this is a 3, and this is a 2. Ah, I have these. Oh my gosh. I was like, I felt really good about that ending there. You solved the puzzle. The solution is correct. Very cool. Very nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Such a cool puzzle. I loved the designs in this. I think I mentioned the curly lines, the curves, and the way that the rim band and the region sumline ended up working together was actually really cool. Thinking about how region sumlines would normally have like bigger differences between the digits. But using 1s or 2s, oh, these ended up both being 1, nice. And so region sumlines end up normally having bigger differences, but the rim band keeps it close together because we need to have consecutive options here. And I only had 1 digit, 1 cell space between these. This was really cool. And also the shape of these was really nice. I got a bit stuck here because I had it in my head that I wanted this to be 15, 15, 15. I don't know why, and I think I was just thinking about like equal sections, and so I had a hard time thinking about other digit options. I just kept trying to make 15 work in my head, and I didn't need to. There was no reason for that. We ended up with 12 and 12, right, for these? Very cool, very cool. And thinking about the whole rin band and the digits that would be left over after that, that was really nice and really helpful for this. Very cool puzzle, Nell. Let me know how you all did in the comments.